Hello and welcome to PAXTON Road TV. This is the PAXTON Road TV preview show for the game Leicester City versus Tottenham Hotspur, which kicks off tomorrow 7:30. I am Spurs for life, and in the house I am joined by the one, the only Sid Spurs, or Ask Sid, or Sid Says, or the man that sings the songs. Here he is, joining me for this preview.
Love it.
How
I
we
love
doing,
it.
my friend?
I'm
Are we
all
good?
right, man. I'm all good. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, it's me and you and I. We're going to do a preview for this game. Before we start, though, make sure if you are watching us and you like the content, press and smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. All that other good stuff. Share this, comment, send your super chats in. Memberships available. Go to our community page on the page, and you'll see everything you need to be part of the PAXTON Road family. Anyway, us. Yes, yes, fam.
Let's do it.
Right, okay. Woo! Sid, the game is, some people are labeling it the COVID game. Both teams have suffered in recent days, weeks, whatever you want, with a number of COVID positive tests. We shouldn't make light of that, but it is seemingly that the game is going to go ahead, even though the rumours are, reports are suggesting that Leicester wanted to get the game off, and even Spurs were looking to get the game off, but the Premier League has said it has to go on. So, that being said, is it a case of whoever has the most players wins the game tomorrow?
Yes, it is going to be one of them, isn't it? You know what it's going to be like tomorrow? It's going to be like, you know, when you're at school and then you got to play a game and the teacher says, right, all of you line up there. I'm going to pick a team now. And you're going to like me. And then you're going to be stood there thinking, please pick me, please pick me, please pick me. But I think it's just going to be last man standings tomorrow, isn't it? Who's available? Right, health check. No, yeah, right. You're in. And that's what it's going to be. I think, from what I gathered, they've got no centre-backs. Yeah. So I believe Steve Walsh is getting warmed up for Leicester City. They're bringing him back. They've got no defense, basically, no centre backs whatsoever, and I think we'll be struggling as well. So do you know what? It's going to be one of them. It could be anything, or it could just be a dead game where everybody's going to be running around in blankets and protections. And I'm not going near you. I'm not going to go near you. But yeah, it's a weird one.
It is. It's very strange, you know. I don't know if the game should be competitive. There is a chance that we won't have a full bench, because they're talking about, you know, potentially only 13, 14 players being available. But surely they might put some of the youngsters on the bench, even if it's just to, you know, fill the bench and not necessarily think about playing them. We have no idea. I saw a couple of reports that Leicester got quite a few players out injured, as opposed to just COVID anyway. So I have no idea what we're likely to get tomorrow in terms of both teams. Have you seen the interview from Conte today in terms of the pre-match preview? I haven't seen it as yet.
I haven't seen it as yet.
So I don't know if he's mentioned anything about specific players. No idea about that. But I just think tomorrow is an opportunity, even though it's probably a situation where we don't want to be in, obviously. But Leicester having that number of players out, as you said, in defence, we've had maybe, you know, a few more days ahead of them in terms of the COVID aspect, so we might likely get a few more players back. I don't know.
It could be mind games from Brendan Rodgers. You know what? It could be mind games. He probably just saying that, and then tomorrow, you'll have a full strength out. Just, you know, it could be mind games. You don't know. Brendan Rodgers is good at mind games now, isn't he? So
he really is.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, look at that. We've got people there waiting behind. So sorry, just switching screens. We're just trying to do things in the background, people. Sorry about that. Right. What I want to do is look at. Let's get into this. Let's take that off the screen. So first things first. Let's go back up to the top. The power of live TV or live whatever. Right. So here's our league table and our forms so far. 7th place, 2 games less than everybody else, even 3 games less than Manchester City, and only 3 points off the top 4. Arsenal playing West Ham as we speak. Do you know the score?
0-0.
0-0. That's good. Hopefully that will stay that way, or at least become a draw. That would be great. So yeah, Sid, we're currently in 7th place. we win tomorrow. If that game does end in a draw, we're really going to be on the heels of West Ham. So, Liverpool on Sunday, which we're both going to, which is going to be a lot tougher, I believe. But do you think we can get these 3 points tomorrow? Is it a case of get these 3 points and just any which way or how? I don't know how they're going to approach the game. Is it going to be more of a sit-back counter-attack because of the players that they may have? There's talk about, Harry Winks might be playing, Ndombele. Who do you think is going to be in this starting lineup tomorrow?
It's what you said at the beginning, Sam. It all depends on who's available, who's going to turn up tomorrow. I mean, I'm hoping, and we don't know what's going to happen between now and tomorrow. So tomorrow afternoon, just before they're boarding that coach, players could just turn up when they're doing their testing and they could test positive. So what plans he's got for tomorrow morning, it could all be jeopardized and it could be completely different. So he might have a really strong team ready, but then by come kickoff tomorrow, he might not have a strong team. So it's we can say we'll have him and him, but it's like Leicester haven't said which actual players are out. Spurs haven't said which actual players are out. So we don't know who's in and out. So I think it's an hour before kickoff tomorrow. We're going to find out literally who's playing where and what position. I mean, you know what? Galini might even get a game up top tomorrow. You never know.
Galini might even get his kit on. Even Ryan Mason. Ryan Mason might decide he might put his kit on tomorrow.
Ledley King, Michael Dawson. You know what?
we may see some veterans play. But these are the last 5 league results for us. Obviously culminating in that 3-0 win against Norwich. As you can probably see, we've only conceded 1 goal in the last 4 league games. Obviously, the result against Manchester United doesn't count because that wasn't our manager as we have now. But 0-0 against Everton, 2-1 against Leeds, 2-0 against Brentford, 3-0 against Norwich. I guess it's a little bit different because we're not going to necessarily have a full strength team out tomorrow. But are we looking at goals now? Is it important that we start picking up better in our goal difference? Our goal difference is still in the minus area. We do need to score some goals tomorrow. Can you see us scoring many, or is it going to be a very tight affair?
It's going to be a very tight affair. Leicester are not an easy team to go to. I mean, we've had previously we've battered them, but tomorrow's going to, because they've sort of been on a bad run and they only came good the other day, didn't they?
Yeah.
And if they've got no defenders, then we should score a few. But then again, we're not the runaway train like Man City or Liverpool where you can see 4 or 5 goals in us. I can't see more than 3 goals in us. And if we're struggling against Norwich, Brentford, Leeds, we've only scored 2 and 3s.
I have to stop press. Stop press. Is he there in the background? Is he there? I'm going to add him into the stream anyway. It's the Mr. 3K man. He's gone off camera at the moment, but he's added onto the stream. Apologies for that. Carry on,
right. Yeah. I can't see us scoring more than 2, to be fair, tomorrow. If they've got defenders or they haven't got defenders, I can't see us scoring more than 2 because we don't score that many goals. Here he is.
I apologize if I go missing randomly, then it is because I've got slight camera issues, but I didn't want to miss this, so I apologize for being late. Sam, I will need you to update me on the squad as well because I just remember that we were riddled with COVID. So
that's what I'm saying. We ain't got Scooby-Doo at the moment. No one's seen.
Perfect. We're all in the same loop. Perfect.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, I've heard today, Darius, that Ledley King and Dawson are getting fit for tomorrow.
Nice. Yeah. Can Conte make the perfect 3 at the back then with them? And
Ryan Mason's going to get a Raul Jimenez headband and play as well. That's what I've heard too.
Better than Winks. That's what I
right. Last 5 matches against Leicester. Going back to February 2019, where we won. Then it's a loss. Then it's a win. Then it's a loss. Then it's a win. So we're due maybe a loss. But if we look at the games against Leicester that we've played recently, it's 1-1 and lost 1. So going back to September 21st of September 2019, Leicester beat us 2-1. And the last game that we played against them, quite famously, the game where we all thought we're going to get turned over, we went out and won 4-2. Leicester. Darius, are Leicester there for the taking tomorrow? Even though everybody's got a number of injuries, Leicester have got a number of players out with COVID and also injured. Defensive units are quite totally decimated. but they are having to play the game as it stands. How do you see both teams approaching it anyway?
First of all, it's probably a bit reckless and a bit silly from the Premier League to continue playing these games. I know that the Man U game got called off, but that's just a sort of something on the side to think about. But regardless, the game's going on. I think, again, it's kind of a bit of a cop-out, but this game really depends on what Leicester want to do, because at the moment, and the way Leicester have been going, if they want to turn up, then they have the players to do so, and they have a very, very good bunch of players doing so. I mean, the three that scare me the most, if they play together, are probably Tielemans, Maddison, and Patson Daka. I mean, they destroyed, I can't remember who they played last game, but they won 4-0 and they destroyed them pretty much. So those three were incredible. So
Don't forget Barnes.
And Harvey Barnes as well. He's really good as well.
Yeah.
But those three in particular, they stand out to me. But Harvey Barnes as well, really good player. But for me, it's just, it's how Leicester play. If they really want to turn up and play, then it's going to be a very, very tough game. And not to say that we can't win the game, 100% we can. But that team's very good, very, very good quality. And I just hope that they're in that form that they sometimes show this season, where they aren't the best team and they have been beaten quite badly a couple of times. So I think this game, if we do play the way we play and have played the past sort of 3 or 4 games, I think it is how Leicester turn up and how Leicester decide to play that would determine or sort of decide whether this game is going to be a tough game or maybe a more straightforward game than we think. So yeah, I think this is all on Leicester, to be fair.
Well, this is the team that faced Norwich last time. 3-0 victory to us. Going from top, from the goalkeeper, Lloris in goal. The back three consisted of Sanchez, Dyer and Davis. We had Tanganga and Reguilon as the wing backs, Højbjerg and Skip, Mora, Kane and Son as the front three. Now, of them players, at this moment in time, I can't tell you who's going to be playing it. So I'm hoping, well, there's word coming out that Skip and Højbjerg might not be available tomorrow, which means our midfield could consist of Winks. Think about that. Højbjerg. What's his name? Not Tank. Oh my God, his name's gone on my head. Ndombele, possibly. Even Dele Alli, Sid. Dele Alli. I'll say that again, Sid. Dele Alli could be playing tomorrow in the starting lineup. What have you got to say about that?
Yeah, well, it could be his final swan song before he disappears in January. And it's one of them, innit? Needs must. We need you. Conte's going to be doing that impersonation where he's got his finger out and say, we need you, and go and play. But you never know. You might not. The team that you've put up might be available tomorrow. We don't know, do we? So you might not even get a game. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've just watched a little bit of the Conte interview, and he's basically just saying, we've got this, we've got that, we've got another one yesterday, but he's not naming names. So we don't know.
It is going to be interesting. I do feel confident. I do feel confident that we can, take the game to Leicester, but I'm just not sure whether or not that will be the approach, because we don't know what the team's going to be like.
And also, let's not mention sort of the lack of training and
exactly.
and COVID does affect people and has affected players sort of fitness, breathing wise. So it might be a lot tougher to sort of play that style of football that we've seen us play for almost 90 minutes, not fully 90 minutes yet, but for almost 90 minutes. Let's say.
See, what I don't understand is we've got players out, they've got players out now. I know he's got some injured players, but he's trying to obviously incorporate that into his COVID. Burnley, Watford got called off this afternoon or this morning, right? So,
was it this morning that got called off?
Yeah, he got called off this morning. So apparently, what I've heard is Leicester put in for it, he got rejected. Conte put in for it, and he got rejected. But what they're saying is because we already had 2 games cancelled, they didn't want to make 3 games. Oh, is it 2 we've had cancelled, haven't we?
Yes, we've had 2 with 2 games behind in the league. Yeah. So
and
the Burnley game got called off because of bad weather. So
so they don't want us to have catch up with 3 games because it's going to get tough, and that's why I think they've rejected it, because they thought if we do that, then
well, it's a winter period, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. It's what were they expecting? I mean, for me, it's either you play all the games or you just don't play over the winter period and you extend it. But I know I can't think if there's any sort of international competitions happening in the summer. There's not, because the World Cup is in the winter. So for me, there's not really an excuse to not basically sort of either extend the winter break, or not even winter break, but extend the games between each other in the winter, or just not play any games, because it's going to get messy. We're two games behind already. Some teams are going to play, some teams aren't. It's going to get messy and it's going to get unfair as well. So
yeah.
I guess we have to just hope. And I mean, I'm again, like you, Sam, I'm confident in my team at the moment, the way that we're playing, but I'm not going to really be so mad if I don't see a top performance. It's situations, isn't it? It's circumstances. So I don't really know what to expect from this game. I don't know who's going to play. I don't know how Conte feels. I don't think Conte really wants this game to go. So it's a weird one to call. I don't know what I'm going to do for my lineup show. I don't know who I'm going to put in. I think I'm just going to put in a bunch of legends and just say, look, let's hope.
Do it like FIFA. Look like FIFA. You
Yeah.
might bring players from all over the
team,
place. Get old players from Glenn Hoddle, even going back to Glenn Hoddle days. Put him in the team.
Terrible.
Let us do this. This is going to be live TV, everybody. So we're going to try something here. I have been, and Sid has been working on, myself and Sid have been working on getting you guys to send in your score predictions. Now we have some here, but I will say this now, it's live. If it doesn't work, it's not my fault. I just haven't sorted it out well. But I'm going to try this anyway. So
all I'm going to say, Sam, is I honestly thought when I came into the stream, I thought there was about 15 people waiting to be in the stream, and then I realized it was actually, it's a bunch of videos for our new segment. So I'm looking forward to this now.
Let's see if it works. We might have some videos that go pear-shaped, but let's just see how it goes. Anyway, people, let's see who and what the score predictions are for some of our people here. Let's go.
Looking forward.
Hi there, Sean here. My prediction for Thursday's Battle of the COVID Afflicted is Leicester 2, Tottenham 2. But come what may, it's come on you Spurs.
Nigel here from the flagship show, Nigel's Views.
From the flagship
and
show,
my score prediction for tomorrow against Leicester is Tottenham 2, Leicester City 1.
Is that the same one?
Go on, Nigel.
Go on,
Lara
Nigel.
Barrow from Lebanon. My score
Lebanon.
prediction
Hey,
for tomorrow's game
Lara.
is 3-1 for Spurs. And come on, you Spurs.
Go on,
Come
Laura.
on, you Spurs, indeed, Laura.
3-1, she said.
And I'm going to
Yep,
make my
3-1.
prediction for Spurs v Leicester. I think it's going to be a 2-1 win to Tottenham Hotspur. I think we're going to take it out, and come on, you Spurs.
Go on, Jones.
Everyone's
Have some of that.
optimistic.
Yeah.
Good evening, Sam, Mike, and Darius, the PAXTON Road boys, and Sid as well. I forgot about Sid. Tomorrow,
How can you
guys,
forget?
tough game away to Leicester. Leicester's got no defenders, it looks like. It looks like both teams wanted it postponed, but it's going ahead. And with the team we've got, it looks like it's not very strengthened, but I'm still going to say Tottenham going to nick this 2-1. So from me, from Simon at Premier Hotspur TV, 2-1.
2-1.
2-1.
Love that. And I think we've got Sussex Hotspur as well.
That was a quick preview on my thoughts of the game. Looking forward to watching
talking
Spurs
quietly.
play. Hope everyone's well on Paxton Road. Can't wait to come back on soon.
Love that.
I'll go for a Spurs. I think it'll be tight. I think we'll nick a 1-0 at Leicester. Come on, you Spurs. They've got lots of injuries out. I don't know what sort of team's going to be playing, but yeah, believe in Conte. If it doesn't go away, we go again. But I believe in the club again. And great channel, guys. Love all the content, and I look forward to speaking to you boys very soon. Stay safe. Keep well. Thank you.
Lots of love.
Oh,
Yes,
Went perfectly as well. That was very good. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that.
Yes. Get in, Sid. Live
That's a victory.
TV.
We've won.
Sam's
What are
going
you
to do a
talking
knee
about? What are
slide.
you
He's going to do
telling
a
me?
knee slide in a minute.
What are you
Whoa.
telling me? What are you telling me now?
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
live TV.
Yes.
Let's go through some more comments. Big up, Sid, Darius, and Sam. Thank you very much. Punch bag workout. Just going to say that Leicester got COVID at the moment. Kim, welcome, Kim. Big up my Paxton fam. I'm feeling the 2-1 to the Spurs as well. Liking that. Big up, Kim. You're getting people saying hellos and bye-byes to each other. Right, so our score predictions. This is what we need to do now because we've seen everybody else's. Let's put it back up here. I'm getting the pen out. Put my water over here.
Oh, gosh.
Wipe the brow.
I need to think about this one now, boy.
I know.
I'm going first. I'm going first.
Go for it.
You know what?
Okay.
I sorry to interrupt you, Sam, but I did completely forget that Leicester might have COVID and injuries as well. So
Yes.
they will be just as shut down as us. So I'm a little bit more confident now. But let me hear what you have to say first, my friend. Sorry.
Thank you very much. I'm just got distracted by Kim. Thank you, Kim. Just one more there, Swifty. She's talking. There's always chats in this group, isn't there? It's like a bloody community centre. What's going on?
Meeting.
Lovely.
Yeah.
PAXTON community centre.
Meet and greet.
Absolutely.
I've seen Leicester play. They're up and down. Obviously, their form's not fantastically great. I think they had a win last time out, but again, people are saying when they come up against a decently organised team, they're not as good. I think we can do it. I still think we're susceptible to goals, even though we've had only one goal in the last 4 league games. I just don't like Jamie Vardy. I don't like him, and I see him scoring against us. I think he always scores against us, or at least he puts in that effort. So I'm going 1-2. I'm going 1-2. I think we can get it. I still don't know who we're going to put in the team, but I'm still going 1-2. Darius next then. Leave Sid till last. I was just thinking there. Leave Sid till last. Go on,
well, they have about 4 centre backs out. I literally just checked right now. They've literally got Soyuncu, Evans, Vestergaard's out, who's not even really played. Everyone's out in the back. So if Son's playing, boy, I'm confident. But I don't know if Son's playing. I don't know if Kane's playing. Don't know who's playing. So I'm just gonna have to go off of Antonio Conte and his wonderful brain and his wonderful eyes, and I think he's gonna be able to coach this team through this game enough with the players that we've got to get a squeaky result. Because is it home or away? I actually have no idea.
Away. King Power tomorrow.
Makes a difference. I don't know if they'll have all the crowd there. They probably will. They probably will. So it'll be a tough game, to be honest. It'll be a very tough game. So they will score. You're scared of Vardy. I'm scared of Daka, man. I'm scared of PAXTON Daka more than I'm scared of Vardy. Him, Maddison, and Tielemans were ridiculous the last game they played. So 2-2. I'm gonna have to go with everybody that said it. 2-1. I think that is the one. You know, they're gonna score it 2-1. I'm gonna have to do it 2-1.
I always think the other team's gonna score just because. I think one of our players always makes a mistake, but we have been better. But depending on who we put out tomorrow, they might be. You know, the lights.
And they've got good players as well. They've got a good attacking team.
They've got a good attacking team. So Sam's gone 2-1. Darius has gone 2-1. Sid.
Tried to change it. I'm sorry.
Right. Do you know what? I agree with what everyone's saying. I agree with what Sam said. I'm agreeing with what Darius said. They've got players. They haven't got any defenders, right? Not a problem. But they've got a midfield and a strike force that can damage teams on their day. And like Darius is saying, Daka, Tielemans, they've got Vardy, Maddison, they've got Barnes. They've got players that can cause us damage, right? And they're fast players as well. The problem for me is we've not trained as a unit, as a team for over a week, right? They've done the individual training sessions, which I've seen videos of them in their gyms and that, but it doesn't that for me is not training because they're in the gym in their home. I don't know what they're doing, but you know what I mean?
Dele's definitely watching how to get better at Fortnite. It's on the big screen as he's running on the treadmill. So he's not really running that hard, is he? He's trying to
in his Iron Man mask as well. That's what was so cute last time I saw
I'm not taking any slander for that. That is so cool. I want one of those.
It was a cold mask.
It's like $1 grand for that mask. So I don't think I can afford that. So.
Yeah, but I don't know. You know what? I can't see us keeping a clean sheet. I can see Leicester scoring, and I'm gonna defy everyone else because everyone's going 2-1s and 2-0s, and my man Simon Stevens I've brainwashed him apparently, so he's looking at Dele to score, and I've got a feeling. No, I think it's gonna be 3-2 to Spurs. We don't score many goals, right? We don't score many goals, but I've got a funny feeling it's going to be one of them stupid games because of COVID and everything, and I think we're going to nick it 3-2.
So Sam's gone 2-1. Darius has gone 2-1 to the Spurs, obviously, which is a bit different for you, Darius, because you're usually the pessimist of the PAXTON people. You're always saying, "Oh, we're not winning this one. They're going to score against us." What's going on?
Do it when Conte's here. I mean, he's unbeaten in the Premier League. He's 3 on the bounce. I'm gonna still be pessimistic with the clean sheets because we still got centre backs that I'm not too sure about. But I honestly, I'm happy with what I see, and you know what, you go into games confident now. Like if we take the lead, I actually think, you know what, we'll be able to defend this quite well. So it is like you said, Sam, the individual errors, and with personnel that come in, they hopefully will go away. So I am confident. I'm happy, man.
I'm gonna change mine.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna change mine. Right, and this is my heart and my head now. My heart is saying we're gonna win, right, 100%. But because we've not had a game and they've had a game as well, and they've had sessions, I'm changing it to 2-1 to Leicester.
Oh, come on, Sid.
That's fair. That's fair, Sid.
No, but you know, the only reason I'm doing that is because they've had a game and they had a very convincing victory.
Good win.
And we've not had a game. And that is my only problem I've got, is that lack of training and fitness might come back to haunt us. And that's the only reason. I don't want to, but I think it's going to be, and I'm going to go with what my head is saying, and it's going to be 2-1 to Leicester.
I am now
go.
like
Sid,
my influence is now
marks, keep
seeping
saying.
through the stream, isn't it? Sid
There
is
you
now
go.
becoming more of a pessimist.
No,
I like
it's not. It's just,
no, it's realistic, Sid. It's realistic.
Yeah, exactly. Because with individual training is not a training session. I'm sorry,
No.
it's not. And Conte or whoever's there, Nuno, Conte, Mourinho, Pochettino, if you can't train your team together with your thoughts and whatever, it's completely different than sitting at home and watching Fortnite and watching a little bit of training and that. No.
To be fair, though, they only missed the weekend. For those players that were fit who didn't have COVID, they only missed. I think it was closed over the weekend, wasn't Hotspur way, but it was open back either Sunday or Monday. So they've had 3 days of session. But what I don't know is how many of them players who had COVID are possibly going to come back for tomorrow. There might not be any, so you might just be using the players that were available and supplement that with youngsters. I'm hoping that's the case, because you don't want players, as Darius was saying, who might have had COVID, suffering a little bit of breathing, because you know what I mean, it's not nice. It's not nice. So again, we're really going to have to wait and see. But I think I'm going to stick with mine. I put on a WhatsApp message. I put 0-17, but that was only messing about.
I'm getting
really,
hammered
it's
now.
2-1.
I'm getting hammered by people on the group.
Of course you're going to get hammered. Do you know what I mean? Usually the one who's saying, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. And now you've taken on Darius. They're taking on a Darius 352K mantle.
Yeah, but you know
Sid
what?
352K. You know, it rings. It rings. It rings. I like it.
Yeah.
It's 352K. Yeah,
you know what? This is the first time I've gone against Spurs all season, you know, and I've got reasons for it. And you know what? It is, as much as, you know, Kim, I agree with you. I want positivity vibes and that, but it's just, had we played at the weekend, I would have all day long Spurs. But it's just,
and we've got Liverpool on Sunday as well, which is going to be such a horrible game to play. I'm not expecting anything from the boys. I can't really expect those boys to put in a performance against that team when what's going on. I'm not even trying to say to cancel the game because of this, but it's like things like that where, you know, if we had played these 2 games and been on a good run of form, won them and went into that Liverpool game, I would have been so much more confident. After what's happened now, it's just like, whoa, it's a mess.
But who knows? Because obviously with the COVID spreading as it is rapidly, there could be, not to say this is I'm not wanting this to happen, obviously, but they might go through it. Man United have been through it. Liverpool in the next couple of days may go through situations. We don't know what's going to happen between now and Sunday. But if you are looking towards the Liverpool game already, even though we've not played this one, you can send us your WhatsApp predictions.
Absolutely.
Send it on the WhatsApp number, which is below, and also will be on Twitter at some point as well. But anyway, right, I think we're about done. I want to go and watch this West Ham Arsenal.
The game's on.
It's still 0-0, is it, Sid?
It's still 0-0. It's half time. But just a quick thing. Yeah, people, if you do text in, right, just remember, text charges are at your national rate. You won't get charged any extra.
You're a bad one. You're a bad one.
And please ask parents' permission, ask the taxpayers' permission before you send the text message in, just in case someone doesn't want you to pay for it.
And any after the time given will still be charged. Thank you very much.
And if you're watching this on repeat, please do not vote.
But look out on our community page. We've got polls on there asking about predicting the result for the game tomorrow. I think it was about 70-odd% in favour of Spurs winning the game. That may have changed. I don't know. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Whilst we're doing all this live stuff anyway, let me just have a quick look at what the poll's saying currently. And it's actually saying to me, we are 72? No, that's changed. It's changed. Oh, it's taken a bit too long. It was saying 72%. I can't wait any longer.
I will say it says Spurs win 58%, Leicester
gone
win
to 58%.
22%, and a draw 21%.
Wow.
So 58% majority say Spurs win, and then it's slightly between just 1% between a Leicester win and a draw. So people are confident, but there's still a lot of people saying that we will drop points, which is completely fair, to be honest. Again, I'm not going to get onto them.
The good thing is the two games that we have in hand, you know, I know it's Liverpool. Depending on who plays before us, we could, you know, still be very much in con. If we get the victory tomorrow, that would be ideal going into that Liverpool game, because that's almost like a free hit then.
It's a big confidence boost, isn't it?
You know, big confidence boost.
What you got to remember for the weekend, Sam, is we're going to be at home. We're going to have 50, 55, 60,000 fans behind them. So they will get all the encouragement and everything from the fans. So, you know, that game, we should be a bit more confident because we're at home.
Right then. Final thoughts on tomorrow's game, Darius? Start with you.
I want to see hard work. I want to see passion. I want to see the same that we've seen for the past 4 or 5 games that they've played. But at the same time, I am sort of going to allow maybe a bit of rustiness if passes aren't going directly to where they should be going. I think I can allow that this time. So I still want to see the same, but I also can, you know, I won't be as tough, and I won't be like 5 minutes in if we made one bad pass. Yeah, this game's going to be horrible. We've lost the game. I'm not watching the game. I'm going to take it easy on Thursday. So yeah.
Excellent. And final thoughts from yourself. Oh, Sid says, Sid.
No, you know what? Whoever puts that shirt on tomorrow, I just want them to give 100%, whether they're regulars or whether they're fighting for their career at Spurs. Just put that shirt on, go out there, do Tottenham proud, do the fans proud. And if you can win the game, win the game. But just go out there and just perform. I know we're all in difficult times, but just go out there and do it. And just one thing, member of our fans is not too well. So, Jodi, wish you all the best and get to full fitness for Sunday, because it's Tottenham Liverpool and we're all going to be there. So we want you.
Whilst we're talking about that as well, we haven't mentioned it previous, but he's a big part of our community in the Spurs. Bob Spurs is still currently in hospital. We wish you all the best, Bob. We know you're going to pull through. Come on. We know you're going to be back on this. We've been on loads of streams with you, so we're wishing you all the best. And from everybody at Paxton Road, again, speedy recovery, mate. Yeah, I think that will do it for now. Let's go and see the second half of this game. Jodi's saying thanks, guys. Thank you, Jodi, for watching whilst you're on your sick bed. I hopefully see you on Sunday, Jodi. And Sid, we'll see you on Sunday. I know we're getting further forward, but that's because I'm excited about the Liverpool game, getting to our first game this season. But we've got to get through this one first. Let's hope. Yeah, praise out to Bob Spur. Thanks for everybody putting them comments in there. Put your comments, put your score predictions in the comment section below. Go to all of the various different polls that we've got on there. And, what's this? Just hope they are in Optimus Prime shape to give their best. And someone's obviously watched our talking points from the other night, which is quite funny. But yes, another shout out for Bob. Guys, I think that is it. That will do us. Let's go and see this lot. It's less. What is the lesser of 2 evils out of West Ham and Arsenal? Is there a lesser of 2 evils out of them two?
Yeah, I'd rather West Ham win. I don't really care about. Like I said, actually, you know what? I'd rather Arsenal win, because Arsenal are not challenging for top 4. West Ham are challenging for top 4. So let Arsenal do us a favour and stop one of our rivals getting points.
Draw. 0-0 draw. That's what I'm hoping. 0-0 draw. That would be perfect.
That's perfect. That is perfect.
Perfect. Right then, guys, that is it. Darius, Sid, thank you very much. Let's Darius, don't forget.
Yes.
Sunday for the review show. That's
I'm
sorry. Let's take it back. We've got bloody Leicester out of the way. I'm going too far. Right. Anyway. And breathe. All right. Thank you, guys. This is it. Second half of the game. We're going to watch that. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.